Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys are doing well and that your families are well as well, and you've been protecting yourself through all of this turmoil that we are going through, which seems to be getting easier or better. At least the energy feels a little less dense to where it pulls you down. I have missed you guys. I just haven't been able to do readings due to the energy being so powerful and the things that I'm dealing with myself, because I'm also part of all of this, and I've had a lot of issues to deal with too. So I'm sorry I have missed you, but I do have a reading for you today to kind of help you navigate through these energies and what Spirit is wanting us to know. First of all, I open my heart out to you guys. I have missed you very, very much, and I'm sending lots of love to each and every one of you that listens to my reading at this time, because I know that we basically need that. We basically need a lot of love at this time and a lot of positive energies, which we are surrounded by a lot of negativity. Another thing that I wanted to say before I begin the reading is that the channeled messages. Gaia is very open right now to us. We are very connected to the earth. Whatever happens to us is happening to it, and vice versa. So we're like meshed together a lot closer with the earth due to all of this turmoil and all of this pain and all of this death. The energies open up. The veil is very, very thin at this time between us and the other side, how they call it, the spirit realm, the angelic realm. You may have had visions of angels, your guardian angels. You may have seen them without knowing that it was them. They may appear to you quite quickly out of the corner of your eye, a glance, a spark. Also, we need to be very careful as to how we view our leaders. We need to pray for enlightenment for all of them worldwide, because things can become a lot more difficult. I have seen angels that brought messages of things that are just things that you wouldn't want to know. So I'm trying to tell you in a nice way the things that I have seen, the messages that I have received before all of this started. Not understanding what it meant because of what I saw that I had never seen. Now I know a lot more of it. And if I were to ever see it again, I'll be able to warn a lot sooner and quicker. The leaders, we need to be very careful as to whom we vote in next term. The angels have been adamant that the one that is there now in the United States should not be voted in again. I don't know if YouTube is going to censor this. I hope not, because I need to get the message out. So maybe the angels will help with that. It's important that no matter who the opposition is, that's where we go, because things can get a lot worse if it continues the same way that it is now. This is just a precursor to the things that can actually happen. You can read Psalm 91 and get the message that applies to what's happening now and what can still is to come if you continue to go down the same path. There are other things that are written in the Bible, even though some people don't like to read it, and I've never read the whole Bible. I only read the parts that Spirit shows me, and I really do need to read it more, because there's more secrets in there, especially in Revelations, that we need to pay attention to, because fortunately it has been written. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that are there are coming to pass, and they have been coming to pass for several years now. Families coming together and uniting is something that helps, because together is easier to fight than separate. And I was told that a long time ago. I'll continue with the reading now, and if anything else comes back to me, because sometimes messages come so much and I forget them because they're so fast that it gets forgotten. The first card that's come out, I'll continue, is the Moon. The Moon card has a lot of layers to it. It's a card of intuition. It's the card of the hidden unconscious. It's the card of Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. A very spiritual card. A card that tells you that you need to go within, that you need to pay attention to your dreams. Signs and omens come in dreams. There are also dream books that you can refer to. There are old ones. The older ones are better, I think, than the newer ones, but the newer ones do expand on a lot of it. So if you have several, and look and see if there's things that stand out in your dreams, look up the meaning. Your guides and your angels will see what you're doing and what you're looking for, where you're looking, so that when they bring to you signs, or your higher self, of intuition and signs that you need to pay attention to of what's up and coming, they'll know where you're going to go look, in other words. So they'll match things up, or things will be matched up by your higher self, your guides, your angelic guides, to what you're actually referring to, so that they can form some type of communication with each and every one of us. For me, it's easy because I've been going to the same books for many years, and I already know some of the signs and symbols that I'll see in a dream, what they mean. Other things, I have to wait and see what time shows me as to what it meant, so that when I see it again, I know what it is. But that's how we all learn. So you can start yourself a dream book, or a symbol book, or something, to where when you see things, you know what they mean, so that the other side can easily communicate with you. Because sometimes it's important that we get messages. Other people just want to go day by day and see what happens, and they don't really care. They don't want to know. For the people that do want to know, then that's how I'm trying to help you connect. There's also stones that you can write things on and pull out of a bag and start communicating with your angel or your guides, whomever you want to communicate with, your higher self. Deities that have passed, or deities that you can connect with, whatever you believe in. So there's easier ways for us to communicate with them. We just need to kind of make some type of a bridge, or a bond, or a tie, a tether, something that we can communicate with them with, because they're asking us to do so. In my case, they can just come in a dream and show me stuff, or I can see them very quickly, and I'll know, because you get to know your guides and what they represent. That too, you can start. Basically, it's asking us to go within and learn who we are spiritually within. The next card is the same thing, the Hermit, because I pulled major arcana cards, because I wanted to know what the major influences were, and I only wanted one. But first deck I shuffled, I got one already, which represents the moon. This represents also treachery, deceit, people with two faces. It could be friends, family, people at work, people that are very close to you, people that you trust. They could be deceiving you, so you need to be very careful. This is also a card of secrecy. Keep your innermost thoughts and your desires to yourself. Don't tell everybody. Don't tell your BFF. Don't tell no one. Tell only yourself, your higher self, your connection with your guides. Go talk to them, because they'll keep it secret. And this is a card of secrecy and of going within. Learning yourself, your higher self, spirit, getting to know your own spirit, because time is running out. So we need to get to know who we are, why we're here. The people that we need to help, we need to be more helpful with all of them. The next card is the Hermit card. The Hermit is speaking to us about going within, isolation. Perhaps you're too isolated. We are all very isolated at this time due to this pandemic, but we need to be. We need to be, and while we're there, it's time to go within. Because now Spirit is giving us a time for us to get to know who we truly are, what we are, why we're here. It's not to just go have sex or find people, go drinking, party, blah, blah, blah. It's not for all the addictions, which the card is here as well. Or in bondage, or enslaving other people, or abusing other people. That's not why we're here. We're here to learn love, unconditional love for the planet, for the animals, for each other, which is something that's not happening. It hasn't happened, and it's not happening still. But unless we change something, we're going to be taken down, because in the whole realm of everything, we're absolutely a speck. And since we're spirit anyway, does it really matter? At least that's how they say. Don't worry, there's no fear. There is no fear. What do you fear? Dying? Well, You're going to come back. But what do we want to come back to? Something like this or something worse? We need to change it now. We need to help change it now. We need to change our own selves now so that we don't have to repeat it again when we come back. There's a lot of layers to every one of these cards and every one of my thoughts, and I can only give you a few things because there's a lot. And the Hermit can show you a lot, but you have to spend time within. Follow that little light of your heart. Go within and know what it is that you truly want in life, what you truly love in life, which may not be anything that is around you at this time. And you're only going to get to know it if you go within and you start looking at things and looking at life from a different perspective. Looking at other cultures and what they're suffering, what they're going through, and knowing how blessed you truly are, wherever you are, whoever you are. And you need to help other people. You're not here to be all by yourself like the Hermit. You're here to learn and then go share it with others, help others, give a helping hand whenever necessary. Forget your pride and forget the pride of the other person or the other people that are around you that you're helping. That's not where you're going to get points. The points come from something that's unseen. Spirits that will help protect you and guide you when the shit really hits the fan. You need to remember that. But you have to go within. You have to spend some time getting to know who you truly are, who your spirit is. Who are you? What are you? What are you? The flesh? What you are here? This is just your vessel. What's inside of you is what you truly are. And it's really brilliant. It's only light. It's energy. It's like a diamond, which makes a sound when it moves. That I have seen. Awake, not asleep. The next card. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel never stops moving. It constantly turns and changes things for you, for me, for all of us. Because we are all connected. You know how they say if a butterfly flaps their wings here, you're going to get a tsunami there and whatever. It's a way of saying that we're all connected. And what truly happens on one side of the country can happen on the other side, or one side of the world can happen on the other side of the world as well, or make it that much worse by the time it gets to the other side of the world. We are all on the same planet. We need to learn to get along one way or the other. The wheel could represent the world, and when it turns for all of us. We're all here. We all need to put in our part. Keep our thoughts positive. Try to help other people. You do it, I do it, the neighbor does it. If we all begin to do just a little bit, it can change things for us all. But we need to learn to pay attention and to unite in certain ways. This card has several layers of planets, of signs that are fixed. Angelic realm. There's so many things pictured on here. But what I can tell you, this is the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel of your fortune. Things are about to change for us again. It can bring about fortune and it can bring about disaster. Which way it turns for you and for me, it could be different. So prepare for a major change that's coming again. Because we have no control over it. You have no control over ourselves. We don't know who we truly are. The power that we truly have to change things. But I will tell you, for one thing, in the United States, we need to unite and go in a certain direction, because if we don't, things are going to get really, really bad come next term. And I hope you're getting my meaning, because angels have told me. They told me a while back. I'm telling you now, because the time is coming. The time is coming. Virgo, the time of Virgo is coming. The time of Pisces is coming. And this is an imprisonment card. It's a card of disasters, of death. You need to be careful. We all need to be careful in the United States, really careful, because look what happened. Look what happened out of pride and the card of the devil. I'm getting to it. Let's proceed. The next card, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very special. She is very secretive about her things because she has to be. She works strictly with her intuition and her emotions and knowledge of the past, which is the book that she's looking at in the card. And always in the card there's a book of knowledge. This could be books that you need to read in order to learn about your spiritual self. And it isn't to read tarot and make money. It is to learn about yourself. Spirit. We need to grow karmically, spiritually as well. You want to learn tarot, that's good. But that's what that book is, the book of the tarot, the book of yourself, of spirit, of what's written in any of those books, the Bible, the Torah, whatever it is that you want to learn about. I don't know if I even said that right. All I know is the Bible. And there are other spiritual books to read upon. There's crystals, there's angels, there's all kinds of things. Even though some of the angels and things that I have written about, I don't know how far to believe, because really, who has talked to an angel and brought forth many, many names? I don't really know. I just know that there's only a couple of angels that have been mentioned in the Bible by name. And the true name of an angel, God knows what it is. We truly don't know. We just have specific names for angels that we know do specific jobs. But I believe that we all have an appointed being that's angelic. They don't have wings, it's energy. They have energy. They can manifest quickly to show you something, and they come to you in a dream, and they can help you. They can assist you by talking to your inner self, to your heart. You'll hear a voice. You can hear a voice if you're clairaudient or audient. You may be able to hear it. Otherwise, they'll speak directly to your heart, and they'll try to guide you as to which direction. But if you fight it and you go in a different direction, there's nothing they can do. They can just assist you in certain ways. But that's the angelic realm. You have guides as well that can help you too. The guides will come to you in certain instances in your life, certain eras. You may see a different one. You may be helped by a different one. Like if you want to study a talent, or you want to, let's say, get into herbs or healing herbs, you may have a guide that did that in a past life, and that guide is going to step closer to you to help you with the knowledge, or learning the knowledge of those herbs and the healing modalities that were in the past, because those are the ones truly that we need to bring forth. Instead of taking so many pills, we need to learn to use the herbs and the things that are on this planet that are already here to help us. Those are words by Jesus. He spoke that everything that man needs to heal himself, is already on the planet. We just need to learn to find it, or go back in time and to learn about the old ways of healing, of curing, of spirituality, of manifestation, the laws of manifestation. All those energies are always surrounding us, but we need to tap back into it. Those are the things that have been erased from our memory, that have been forgotten, that have taken out all of the old teachers that didn't pass the energy on, or the knowledge onto others. Maybe they did, but those people could have been taken out so that they don't continue. And then the bigger companies start to make pills that really don't help us. They actually kill us. So we need to learn to go back into the old ways and tap into our guides that may be there to assist us. Again, all that knowledge is in books, in some books. We need to read more books. We need to get more associated. Once you open a book of something that you want to learn, and you happen to have a guide that's there to assist you with that, they're going to get closer to you. They'll come to you in dreams. You'll think of things that you have no idea how you thought of them, but it was one of your guides or your angel that's assisting you. But just the fact that you opened the book or showed some type of interest on something in particular, they're going to assist you. This is also the book of intuition. The card of intuition. Following your intuitive guidance is super, super important at this time. Being a hermit, getting to learn what your intuition is like, where you feel it, how you know it, that's important as well. So these cards all go together, because the moon is the card of illusions. It's the card of the hidden unconscious, which is a lot of intuition is there. Just learning to bring that forth, which you'll learn by being a hermit. Going within, learning what it is. And the High Priestess, practice at the art of intuition, of following her intuition. Her feet are always on the moon, which represents your hidden unconscious. The moon, the darkness of your intuition, the darkness of learning to be totally blind and following your intuitive guidance, knowing not to go left or not to go right at that time, which way to go, your path. The things that you are supposed to be doing is what we need to be learning at this time, okay? Because we're going to go through a lot of changes. And by going down the right path, which is right in front of us, the path right in front of us is going to be helpful. Don't all of a sudden go left because you think, oh yeah, that's what. No, you need to relax. You need to really look at what's happening in front of you every single day, because the changes are global. They are big changes. There's something that is going to happen that we cannot change, okay? And we're going to go through them, but we need to learn to deal with it a little bit better than what we have up to now. Right now there's a lot of this energy in the world. It's alluring. The darkness is alluring for some, especially when we're going through so much death and destruction and things that we cannot control. They make you very afraid, and you need to learn to control that fear. And by going within a meditation, clarity of what's happening, assisting other people to keep your mind occupied is going to be very helpful to disperse the darkness that we are surrounded by. The energy is very, very dense. Addictions are very, very easily to come by at this time because of the fear, and because we're stuck at home, and we can't do a whole lot. So a lot of people resort back to smoking weed or drugs or whatever it is they do, drinking, overeating, compensating, for not being able to go and do the things that they want to do. But they can learn about spirit. They can learn to meditate. They can also learn to levitate if only they believed in those things. And magic. Believing in magic is something that will help you get by, because it'll help you want to learn about other things and being able to manifest a different outcome in life, in the world, praying, sending out positive energy to the world itself so we can continue to move forward. We need to break away from this feeling of being helpless, separation from spirit, which is something that we have, which could be the lesson that's being taught to us right now, because of so much concentration on the material world, on money, power. I'm better than you, I'm bigger than you, I can command you to do this. No, you cannot command anyone. You don't know that other person that you're trying to command. You don't know if they're going to ruin your entire life by just one simple word, which is what's happened a lot here in the United States. Somebody's ego is bigger than their penis, and they really got us in a lot of trouble. So we need to be very careful of what goes on and what we let our mind tell us, because it could be wrong, One of my lights just shut off. I think the battery just ran out. It seemed like everything went dark, right? After I said that. Well, it's true. That's the way this shit's happening. That's a joke from spirit. Trust me. It's time to face your demons. Face your demons. Death, or this is not the card. The card of the devil. The devil can bring about that if you follow all the addictions and stuff like that. You need to break away from it. This card is very alluring. She's very sexy, very beautiful, but she has the wings of a bat, of the darkness of the demons. This is the fan of a peacock, which is all about their pride and joy. Then she has the horns of a ram, which they're relentless until they kill you. And that's how the fear and the allure of darkness can be, very relentless. So we need to break away from it. She also has a tail of a scorpion, which can sting you and kill you. So we need to be very careful of how we allow things to happen to us. Anyway, there's a lot of cards here, and my time is almost out. My light keeps going out, so I should stop the reading now, because there's a lot of information, huh? What do you think? This card is called the Eyes of Beauty. Positive expectations and clarity. We need to have positive expectations of the things that we're going to do in life, of our future. We need to think positively about it, because it can truly hurt us if we don't. I'm going to try to get more light here. Hang on. Okay, fix the light. Alright. Positive expectations bring about difference in the end. Okay, so we need to think more positive. We have more clarity if we also think more positive. There'll be a time when you'll have more clarity as to what's happening in your life, the things that you can change, the things that are better because you went within, because you helped yourself. Become more positive as to what we can do. We're not powerless. We really aren't. But together, we can have more power than just separate, you know. We need to trust our vibes. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. There is a lot of guidance that's coming, but we're probably not seeing it or hearing it clearly. So we need to go within. Again, intuition is very important. Thinking positively, having a higher vibration so that you can achieve that connection that we need to spirit. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you, more positive, more loving, more unconditional love, less fear, so that we can help the planet as a whole and not just ourselves. Because every little bit that we do, we're so connected that we can help the planet on a global level. All of it, not just us here, but by doing a little bit here, by your neighbor doing it as well, it's going to help something on the other side of the world. It just will. The miracle of forgiveness is also very important. To raise your vibrations, to have a deeper connection to your guides and your angels, you have to forgive people that hurt you, even if they've hurt you very, very deeply. Those scars, we need to go within and help forgive the people that have hurt us, forgive ourselves if we've hurt other people. Forgiveness is number one when it comes to the angels. Number two is trust, trusting in yourself and your path. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. It's very important, and it helps light your path forward. It helps give you purpose. Empowerment is the next card. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. We cannot think ourselves as small. We are very big. Our spirit is huge, and it's connected to divine energy. We're never disconnected from divinity. We always need to remember that. Sometimes we feel, oh, we're disconnected. I haven't been to church. I haven't been to the temple, whatever it is you do. Your temple, your church lies within as well. You need to connect to your divine spirit inside. Learn what it is. Learn what it is inside of you. Learn what it means to you, and be more like it, and be more empowered. You are a being of power. You need to know this. You can change things. You can enact a big change in the world. One person can do this, but we need to believe in ourselves. Remember that all that glitters isn't gold. So if you're going after something, let's say a bigger house, a better car, a better job, not everything is going to pan out the way that you think it will. A lover, a different one, a better one. Not everything that glitters is gold. Whatever you think could be important in your mind, not necessarily is. So you need to know what truly is important. Number one is spirit. And we have really forgotten about that. It's not that we're disconnected. We never really are. We just don't make it important in our lives. And it really is. And I think that this time of not being able to do the things that we normally do, that is what it's teaching us, to become more spiritual, to go more within, to be more spiritual than filled with power or money, you know, all the vices. That we need to set that aside a little bit in order to be able to enact the change that we're hoping to make. The fates. They say we can make our fate, but sometimes I think that things have already been written. But I believe that if we all pull together, we can change the way things, the outcome of things. But we have to be very vigilant of it, and we have to be knowing ourselves is very important. There are certain things that are coming our way that are good, and other things are not. So we need to know which way to go. Be more spiritual so that you can learn as to what is the better path for you to follow. Go within and truly do the things that you love, that connect you more to spirit. Okay, so that our fate, the end result, is better, brighter. Trust in your intuition. Trust on the path forward. Even if you can't see where you're going, follow your heart, because it's going to lead you to a good place in the end. You'll be protected. You also need to pray all the time. You know, to your angels, to your guides, to divinity, to help, to send more angels to help your path, to help protect you. Pray for others. That always helps a lot. This card is the owl. The owl card shows us the first keyword is deception, and the second one is wisdom. So the owl has come to help us learn who deceives us and the wisdom to be able to deal with it and go in a different direction, or not trust people as much as we normally do. Keep it within. The owl is going to show us who around us deceives us, because there is a lot of cards of deception that have come out. So we do have people around us that are deceiving us, that are two-faced, that are hiding who they truly are, their true intentions, and they're working behind your back. So you need to be very careful as to who you trust, or what you say at work, the people around you, your family members. Not all of them like you. You need to learn this. Sometimes we get too trusting in the people that are around us, and that's not always right. There's always going to be some form of deception, because remember, wherever there is light, there's always going to be darkness, and there's always going to be that balance. And when you learn to see it, then things become easier, because then you know, okay, that happened because of this good, because the good and the dark, they're always together, and it's just kind of hard to separate them. Trust me, that's right. The hawk. The hawk is a bird that has very clear vision. This is a card of omens and messages. Pay attention. Pay attention, because messages are coming. There's omens, again, in dreams, or things that you may see, something that'll stand out, something you'll hear from another person. These birds are very powerful in real life. They are. They're predators as well. They eat meat. They kill. But they also have a sense of intuition, of seeing things very clearly. The owl goes between the light and the dark. It goes between the living and the dead. It brings you messages from past members of your family that have passed. It could be your guides as well, or your angels. The owl will bring you messages, and so will the hawk. More the owl. The owl is very smart. It shows deception in people that are hiding. You're going to see the wisdom. You're going to be able to see the deception of some people. And with the hawk, it'll bring you omens and messages from all kinds of things. So be aware as you move forward on your path. You're going to get omens that will show you certain things. So you need to learn to listen to them, or follow them, or know what's coming because of the omen. Okay? You don't have to read cards in order to do it. You just pay attention to your own spiritual self. Get crystals. Crystals will help you. On the table right here, I have a crystal sphere to bring me more clarity, to connect me more, to open my intuition more. I have a crystal cluster, which is clusters of my soul group. I also have a pypholite. And that's just here on the table. And then I have this light to help with negative ions. The pypholite, it has a lot of properties as well. Let me continue before I run out of time. Deception, another card of deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So this could be friends, it could be co-workers, it could be family. Just be careful. Be careful, watch your back, you know. Be careful with the people that surround you, the people that you trust, your friends, you know, it could be anyone. We still need to let our passions flow. Connect to our passions, to what make us really, truly happy, you know. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. No matter how envious you make other people, or how jealous, or how much deception, you need to learn to rise above that and keep your passions high. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Learn to trust those around you, especially those that are not like you. You may meet someone, a new friend, or someone that can actually help you, even if they're a lot different. And I'm not saying that they're a romantic partner. For some it could be, but at this time I wouldn't even be bothered with looking for a romantic partner unless they really come knocking on your door and everything else, because you need to learn about yourself. We need to remain positive as well through all these changes. We have to remain positive. That's what's going to save us, you know. Having positive thoughts. Okay. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. People that will betray you. There's going to be betrayals. Remember, this happened to Jesus as well. People that he trusted the most were the ones that betrayed him. So be careful with the betrayals that are coming. You could betray yourself. Be careful not to switch your path too quickly, because you can betray yourself. A lot of cards have come out that are major arcana. We have the Fool. Beginnings, new beginnings. There are going to be endings. Endings of things, endings of betrayals, or endings of people that are backstabbers, people that you're going to see as such, and you're going to dismiss them away from you. Not let their opinions count, or get away from people that are negative, that have betrayed you. The Seven of Swords also speaks of deceit. It speaks of theft. It speaks of being betrayed. So be careful with your finances and your properties, because someone could be deceiving you behind your back. You need to be very careful. Again, the card of the Fool, following your intuition, is going to be very important at this time, and moving away from people that are negative or people that do not have your best interest in mind is important, because see, the Fool is at the edge of a precipice, and even though if he falls, he knows the angels will catch him, but sometimes it's hard to begin again. So you need to be very careful as what you do. We also have the Magician, which is a card that follows it, that speaks of being able to manifest the things that you want into your life, having the energy now to be able to do so. And things around you, people around you, if you need information on something, you'll be able to get it, because right now the energy is open for it. We have the Ten of Wands as well, which is a card of overload, a lot of responsibility, overworked, being tired, the weight taxing on your back, hurting your back. Be very careful with that. We have the Six of Cups, which shows that a lot of it has to do with people from your past, people from your childhood. So a lot of these responsibilities come from these people. There could also be people from your childhood that arrive in your life at this time. These could also represent soulmates that are coming into your life at this time to help you, whether it's family, friends, neighbors from the past, just people that you know. We have the Empress card as well, which is a card of abundance. It's a card of good luck. It's a card of being able to manifest good things into your life at this time. Venus is about to go back into forward motion, so a lot of those things can happen now once Venus gets out of her retrograde. Keep moving forward. There is something in life that's coming. The Four of Cups shows a person that is just exhausted, tired of looking back to times that were happier, but the universe is going to bring you something that's quite unexpected. So keep aware of that your emotions are going to get better. We also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is energy that moves forward finally, that has been stuck for a very long time. This could also represent a fire sign that comes in and assists you at this time, or it could be a romantic partner that steps into your life. The work that you do is going to be noticed, so if you have a talent that you have put off, you need to bring it back. Also, where you work very, very hard, and your work is going to be noticed by others. So be aware that you could get a promotion. They could want to move you to a different position. You could get a raise at this time. And it could be your boss that sees this, because this also represents a boss at work. So your boss may be watching you or looking to give you something, a promotion or a better position. If that happens, take it, because it will move your energy forward. This is also the card of happiness, a Ten of Cups, happy family life. Things could improve at home. For those of you that are hoping to form a new family, it's coming. Don't give up on those ideas or on those emotions, because they truly are on its way. I do have some other cards here that I have pulled already. Okay. My Mother Mary deck. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction that I follow. So enthusiasm, being happy, raising your vibrations can happen by following your heart. What are you most enthusiastic about? Family, relationships, your job, improving your job, using your talents as something that you want to do in the future. Follow that path. Feminine energy as well. Allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. Some of us have had to do the role of a male and a female because we don't have a partner, or because we need to help others. But being softer, speaking softer words, being more loving is what is being asked here. Even if you're a male and you're listening to this, tapping into your feminine side is going to help you as you move forward when you communicate with others or how you feel about others. Bringing your true feminine emotions forward. And your intuition, of course, is something that helps as well. Words from Jesus. This is a quote from John 14:27. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So even though we're going through some very difficult times, some of us have lost people that we love. Some of us have lost friends, jobs, homes. This is all changes that were meant to happen, and you chose to come into the world at this time in order to experience this and grow your spirit. It makes you tougher, and it makes you help other people. And in the process, you will help yourself. But don't be troubled and don't be afraid, because you always have very powerful energy behind you. You just need to learn to tap into it. Ask for help, and it'll come. Our souls are always seen like this to the eyes of our deities, through the eyes of our masters. We're always small, a child, learning, still learning to become enlightened. We ask God, the angels, Jesus, whatever we believe in, for help. And this card is telling us to seek you first, the kingdom of God. Seek what's within you first, and His righteousness. And all these things shall be added to you. The things that we're asking for are right there in front of us. But we need to learn to search, to be true to ourselves, to other people, to forgive, to trust, to love. The envy, jealousy, all of the addictions and the cards that the devil card represents, that has to be gone in order for us to achieve the things that we're asking for. To get them, they're right there. They're ready to come into our lives. But we need to learn who we are first, and we need to learn to change before we can get the things that are there for us. They're poised, they're ready to be given to us. The king is saying, hey, find me first in your heart, and then you can get the things that you're asking for. Other than that, we have time. It's simple. Law of attraction, the angel Gabriel. Keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life. In order to achieve a certain thing, you have to become it, no matter what it is. And then it'll come to you by the law of attraction. Very simple. Once you become more positive, surround yourself with more positive people in the situations around you. And it can happen. It's just the way that you think. You have to change yourself inside before the outside can change. New project, like a newborn baby, your actions are growing, your ideas into a reality. So by being more positive, by surrounding yourself by more positive actions and people and things, new ideas are going to pop into your head, and new ways of life are going to start for you. Just like the Fool card, which is ready for a new beginning. And he doesn't have to take a whole lot with him, because he's let go of all those addictions, of all of the things that hold him back, of all the betrayals, of all the people that really could care less about you. They're just there for a reason, and it's only there to teach you to learn to take care of yourself. That you can trust and believe in yourself and help others. Then all these new ways of life are going to start showing up. You're being asked to let it go. Release the desire to control the situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. So whatever it is you're hoping for or trying to do or change in your life, just let go. Learn about yourself. Go within. Be more positive, and the things are going to change. The angels are saying, hey, don't work so hard at that. Other things are coming that you cannot see that are better. You're trying to go in a direction or do something that is not the right one for you. You just let it go and let things be naturally attracted to you, and they will be. You know, the smarter we get, the more advanced we get, the more we try to control our lives and make it go a certain way. And it could be the wrong way. We just need to follow our path one day in front of the other. Things will be attracted to us by the way that we think and we feel. And that's what we truly need to learn to change. Divine guidance. The ideas you are receiving are heaven sent. Answers to your prayers. Follow them. As I'm following mine to help you. I love you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards. This is the Angel Answers card. So you pick A, B, or C. Have a question in mind. Just one. A is on the table. B and C. Okay. For A, romance. Someone is coming into your life that's going to assist you at this time with your emotional life. So this is very important to you at this time, whether you are with a partner or not. If you are with a partner, your romance is going to deepen at this time. If you are not, someone new is coming into your life. It's going to be a lot like you, if not a twin flame or someone so very similar to you. So be happy. B, no need to worry. The thing you have asked or posed to the spirit world, there's no need to worry. It's coming. If it's abundance, a new home, a new relationship, better health for yourself or for someone that you love, it's coming. There's no need to worry. Only think positive about the outcome of it. Trust. This is something very important that we're all being asked to do at this time. Trust. The changes that are happening in our lives for all of us is something that had to be at this time. It's the cycle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. 100 years ago, there was the Spanish influenza. 100 years before that, there was something else. And there's always been something like this. It happens for a reason. It's the universe, the planet, regenerating itself, regenerating us, changing us for a better us in the future. But if we don't think positive and trust it in the future, it's not going to turn out the way we'd like. So we need to be more positive about the outcome and trust that the things that are happening in your life at this time are for a reason. They were meant to happen, and there's nothing we can do to change it. But we all need to trust it. We all need to have more love in our lives. We all need to let go of worry and just follow through with the path in front of us and trust. That is the thing that's coming into our lives for a reason. We need to learn to deal with it, and we need to connect more with our spiritual selves. If you guys would like a private reading about anything, romance, past life, your path forward, a new job, just let me know. Write to me at riseshealingarts11@gmail.com and we'll hook up. My readings are $25, no matter what it is that you want to know. I love you. Take care of yourselves. And I'll take care of myself. And hopefully I can talk to you again next week. I love you. If you have any problems, if you have any issues, just write to me and I will talk to you, okay? I will write to you back. And bye for now. Thanks for listening to me.